boss knew she'd fire me. That's fine, the New York Times would beg to hire me. Till then I'd log alone. Blah, 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 blah.
Peggy's in town with some mothers and babies walking around the hill, and she's wanted to introduce herself and thank Jared for making the introduction. And then we'll go to Mike and talk about recovery.org after.
Thank you. I've been president of Heartbeat International since about 1993, but involved in the pro-life movement since 1973. And Heartbeat is the first pregnancy center network founded in the United States back in '71, and we're now the most expansive in the world. And we represent about half of the pregnancy centers, maternity homes, nonprofit adoption agencies, and post-abortion recovery programs and pregnancy health medical clinics in the United States. Our mission is to reach and rescue as many lives as possible through our network of care, and then help those pregnancy center organizations renew their communities for life.
I guess you're in the spotlight, and we're going to call it up on the screen too if you want to walk people through on a step-by-step.
All right, thanks, Robert. Thanks for coming today. I'm CEO of Onvia. We're a for-profit entity, and for the last 10 years we've been tracking government spending at all levels of government, over 90,000 government agencies. We track every day, every bit of their spending. So in a sense we cover pre-notification, pre-solicitation, RFPs, amendments, award data. We link those together. We track them for our clients who are mostly small, medium-sized businesses, many disadvantaged businesses who don't have the wherewithal to keep track of where there are opportunities for them to work with the government, and which has become especially important given this economy where many of our clients, particularly our new clients, their commercial businesses are suffering. They're having to lay people off. They're worried about their company, and they're worried about their family, and they see that the government is spending a lot of money, and they want to see whether or not the government wants to purchase their products and services.
Often pregnancy centers are presented as providing false information on medical issues. That's not correct. All of our pregnancy centers that provide medical services have licensed medical directors, physicians that are medical directors. Heartbeat has a panel of licensed physicians that vets all of our information. It is medically accurate. We provide the information that abortion clinics leave out, and we believe it's a very vital service for women who are considering abortion. Often, though, we often see the press now picking up on the fact that pregnancy centers are really a vital help in their local communities. Time Magazine actually did a cover story on our pregnancy centers last year, and had a very objective but I believe positive look at the impact that we're making in the local communities, both with providing early prenatal care, getting women into good services, and providing links with the vital social service agencies so that women can have healthier babies and stronger families.
We basically talked about how Web 2.0 technology can actually accomplish what the federal government is committed to do, and showing people where this money went, where the transparency money went. And we actually have a site called recovery.org that shows so far over almost 10,000 projects worth $40 billion that's in the process of being spent, and quite in advance of the federal government doing that. There's a lot of interest because the administration has raised this subject as a very important part of their agenda, and yet, their efforts, it is difficult for them to do this, and so a lot of people have expectations that we'll be able to track every dollar all the way through to where it's spent, who got the money, and what it was used for, and as yet it's been difficult for the administration to do that. So there's a lot of media interest in the fact that it actually can be done. I think that, I was thinking, what I was initially thinking about is how much media has changed in the last 10 years, and that the fact that you can get a large group of sort of individual media groups together that in a moment's notice can be sending out information and telling people about their experiences and what they're seeing and what they're hearing. I mean, that is so different than what it was 10 years ago, and I think it's very, very positive.